Hey everyone, Puskar channel. So today's video is going to be a little different. Today I thought I'd show you how to make a DIY protein bowl that you could get Subway for $10 and how you can make it for under $10. So let's get started.
Alright guys, the thing you'll need is some peppercorn ranch or ranch of your choice. You'll need some Kobe Jack cheese or cheese of your choice. I've done also cheddar, which is pretty good. You'll also need some pepperonis of your choice. You'll also need some ham, but I recommend smoked ham because it's better. You'll also need some red onions. You'll also need some shredded lettuce. Because I'm making it to go, I'm using some Ziploc bags for what I'm using. So I have three sandwich bags for each of the items, and then a gallon-sized bag for the shredded lettuce. You don't have to do this. You can use it for here already on a plate. And you also need like a cup for your ranch, or just bring a bottle of ranch to work. So first thing what you want to do is you want to take your shredded lettuce of your choice, or any lettuce of your choice that you like, and you want to take your gallon-sized bag and put about 3 handfuls in of lettuce. Or if you're eating smaller, you can always put less in if you don't like all that. And I just started making these because the ones at Subway were costing me about $10 and $10 every time I went. So I've been starting to make them, which I think they're under $10, or they're both the same, but you get more uses out of it. Then you're gonna take your Kobe Jack cheese, or the cheese of your choice, and I give a little bit to my doggies because that's just how I do it, how I cook in my kitchen. And then I like to taste it. And then you take your sandwich size bag and just put some shredded cheese in there. You can put how much ever you want of shredded cheese. So that's how much cheese I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna ziplock it up and make sure there's no air in it so it doesn't get like moldy sitting in the fridge for a couple hours. And I'm just gonna put it inside the bag with the shredded lettuce. And I didn't realize my bag of lettuce was sitting there. So now you're gonna take your ham of your choice, which I said I recommend using smoked ham instead of honey ham, but it depends on what you like. Then you just wanna cut it up with a knife, but I recommend getting like a sharp knife to do this with because the knife I was using was very dull and it took me a while to get through. I like to kind of cut it into like squares to make it easier to eat. And you can put as many toppings as you want on your protein bowl. And you're gonna just put it in the sandwich bag again. And I'm gonna guess that's about a cup of meat. I'm not really sure because I just guessed. And then you want to take some pepperoni. Sorry guys, my voice is going. Take some pepperoni and cut it. This is where I realized my knife was not sharp enough. And then I am giving a little bit to my dogs again, which I don't know if I'm supposed to give pepperoni to my dogs, but yes. When they're in the kitchen, I always give them a little bit of what I'm eating. So now I'm just cutting this up. I also found it's easier too if you take like a kitchen scissors to your pepperoni, or ham if you have a kitchen scissors. It works easier than this knife that I had. And I have actually found out that salami is really good on like a protein bowl topping. I've also done turkey, which is pretty good. But I also recommend if you're going to make a protein bowl, use the expensive meat, not the cheap 8-cent meat that I can get at like my local grocery store because it's not as good. So you should have something like this, like some ham and pepperoni in a bag, and then you're going to just put it in the Ziploc bag that you have sitting there. next thing you want to do is take some onions of your choice. I do recommend actually cutting your onions pretty thinly. I did recut some onions, and they work a little better because I cut them in half before making them. I also recommend cutting them into like little pieces so that they're easier to eat, but you can do however you want. And those were the end of the onions, so they were very hard to cut, and that knife is very dull. Then you want to take a separate bag and put your onions in, or just put them on top of your salad if you're doing it for your house, and just use a plate. Then it should look something like this. And I recommend getting all the air out so the lettuce doesn't get too soft, or brown I should say. Sorry, if you hear the background, one of my devices just went off, so that's what was going off. And I'm trying to get the air out of it just to make it look easier to pack. Then I'm going to take the peppercorn ranch, or whatever ranch you like, or whatever dressing you like. I'm just going to put a bunch of it in. I do not recommend doing it this way, honestly, because it did not come out of the container very well at work, but it was delicious. And then you're just going to put this in the fridge until you're ready to eat it, or eat it right away, because if you let it sit too long, they get really soggy. It should look something like this. So thanks for watching. Please thumbs up this video, comment down what you want to see next. The question of the day is, what is your favorite thing from Subway or protein bowl? Mine is the ham with pepperoni and all the toppings. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.